Hello guys, welcome to CloudRaga. So previously we saw that we have to start a new framework. To starting a new framework, we have to understand its behind the scenes mechanism, and plus we have to get some theoretical knowledge about it. So before we start writing some codes, we have to understand certain kind of keys and the concepts. So it starts with how Spring Framework works. So for that we have to get some overview. So what Spring actually do? It provide or makes easy to create Java enterprise application with simplest way. So we have certain kind of annotations, or we can say configurations. That configuration is possible through XML files or annotations. And then we can easily get any Java enterprise application. Like a big project can be easily created by using this Spring framework. What does it actually do? It provides all the Java language features easily. If you want to create any enterprise application, either you can create a simple core Java, but you have to write a lot. But we have certain or lots of ready-made solutions through this Spring framework. So that's what we get from this Spring framework, and it has flexibility to create many kinds of architectures depending upon our application needs. So think about if you're creating any banking application, there can be multiple modules like transactions you have to handle, and you have to create a multi kind of reconciliations, and there can be multiple payments types, and clients, and then you have to handle some market ends as well. So lots of dependencies and scenarios are there. So if you want to handle all these kind of scenarios, so you need a framework which can provide you some ready-made solutions. So we can easily use Spring framework. In this red line, I have mentioned Spring is open source. That means it's free. You don't have to pay a single penny for using this, Spring framework. It's open source. You can use it and you can write your own code as per your project requirements. Now, it has a large and active community. Yep, that's true. It there are lots of, there's a big community who is using this Spring framework. When we say Spring framework, that means it has all the features, big modules. I'll show you next image what these modules I'm talking about here, but it has a large community, lots of user base. So they provide continuous feedback as per their, and what do you call understanding and their implementation, because every time we are working in different what do you call environments, so there are multiple challenges, a new challenge comes up. So these are known as real time scenarios or real world use cases. So every time user faces this kind of challenges, they gives the feedback to the Spring guys who are developing or who actually develop this whole thing. So they do this kind of modification if required. So this community is needed if you want a continuous updation. Then some kind of supports, like there are lots of specifications like JSR 330, JSR 250. These are supported by Spring framework. And what does Spring do? Why Spring is famous? Because Spring continues to innovate and to evolve. Every 6 or 1 month, they are giving a solution to some kind of real world scenarios where user gets stuck. User means the developer gets stuck, and they want some better solution. So what they do? They are giving the Spring guys providing lots of other solutions like Spring Boot, Spring Security, Spring Data, Spring Cloud, Spring Batch, and there's lots of lists which I'll show you next video. But these are some starting big features which is provided by the Spring. And every project, like if you're talking about Spring Boot, so it has its own structure, it has its own library. Spring Security, again, it has its own repository, its own code. So every project, these are projects of Spring. All these are Spring projects. So Spring provides the solution for this particular thing, and every project has their own code base, their own repository, their own release, their own team. But combinedly, we just call this Spring framework. So in next video, we'll talk about what these things are and what they provide. So thanks for watching this video, guys. Let's meet in the next video. Bye bye.